Okay, welcome back. In this video, I just wanted to go over how to fill out a P-card form from your inbox, kind of what that would look like for just a plain old normal transaction. So on the dashboard, if we scroll down to the inbox, you'll notice we have 4 transactions here. We have one swept one international transaction fee, and one refund transaction. Just from looking at this, you can kind of see that, well, these two probably go together. They definitely do in this demo because that's how I made it, but they also appear after each other, and that should always be the case. This is sorted by document date, as well as this P-card transaction that's swept. This international transaction fee looks like it goes with this swept transaction as well. For now, let's look at these buttons over here on the side, right here. So if we're going to look at this, we're going to fill out this P-card transaction, doc number, all zeros, the example transaction with the refund for $30. The way to do that is we're just going to click on this fill out P-card button. And what's really nice about this is it's going to bring us into the P-card form with the transaction or the transaction already selected. So you don't have to go through and select the transaction. It will come in and it will automatically populate all the expense information for that transaction. So doc numbers, card holder, amount, doc date, description, all that automatically comes in. So in filling this out, we're going to do that just like I showed you in the P-card form. But we do have a few things. So we are anticipating a refund, right? Because it looks like this was returned or something happened where we're actually going to get back the whole $30. So, oops, sorry. We just want to put in $30 here. So we're expecting $30 as refund amount. We can say this goes on this cost object. And let's put it on a food account just so we can see what that looks like. Let's say that this was some food item. Obviously, that's probably not because of the anticipated refund, but just for the sake of the demo, let's look there. So you'd have to fill in this business meeting purpose, pretty clear definition of why you were doing a meeting, why food was necessary, talking, or let's do weekly team lunch to go over progress. Should be more detailed than that. I'm just kind of briefly going through in this demo. Location, wherever it took place, maybe 6103. Who knows? Maybe it's on the moon. We're having a meeting on the moon. Time, let's say it took place at 12:30 p.m. Again, you can put anything in here. Really, this is just for reading for the financial office verifiers so that they can see when the time took place and stuff. Cost of alcoholic beverages, if there is any, number of attendees, maybe there's 3 names of attendees, Max, Joe, and Jane. Let's do. Alright, so you can kind of see how this is working. We need to attach a receipt, so we're going to scroll back up here. Let's say we're just going to attach doesn't matter, we'll just grab this PDF. And that's attached there, says the receipt. You will notice that since I did do this GL, the justification went away because the justification should really be down here in the food and drink information now. So now that we have all this information entered, we have to do the save and keep working. Now it's going to save it, and like I said before, it's going to bring us right back to it. You'll see that everything's still there, the file's there, moon. And now the next step is actually submitting this to the fiscal office. So to do that, we're going to go to continue to next page. And this part right here, so these comments are really just directed at the financial office. So this is used for card managers to communicate with the verifiers without having to use email and stuff. So it kind of works in place of email. So maybe I should write this. I think I selected So I could put something like that. I don't even have to enter this if I don't want to. It's all up to me. And then down underneath, you can see that you can either go back to the view, the P card form, you can save and keep working, or you can submit the form. So we're going to submit the form because we put in all the information. So when I hit submit the form, it's going to direct me back to my dashboard. If you notice right now, this used to be at 4, now it's at 3. And if we scroll down, that is not in our inbox anymore because we submitted it to be verified. But it has appeared in this transactions anticipating a refund, and it's going to wait up here until we attach a refund to it. So we will do that. We'll go over the refund in a little bit in the next video. But that was basically just how you go from your inbox to filling out the P-card form. I added a few extra things in there with the meeting and stuff, but the general steps are the same. You're always going to hit this fill out P-card form. It's going to direct you to the P-card form. You'll put in the information as you need, hit save and keep working. Then you're going to go to continue to next page, add comments if needed, and then submit it to be verified. And it should always redirect you here. If it's still in the inbox, in your inbox, that means you have not submitted it. That's something to keep in mind. If it's in your inbox, that means you have to submit it. It's not ready to be processed. If it's out of here, if you don't see it anymore, that means it's no longer in your hands and it has been forward or submitted to the financial office for verification. All right, thank you.